Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Lizzo, and this is the Eliott Show, so let's motherfucking go!
Yes. That's how we do it, man. We just in here, we're going to talk about your new music. We're going to talk about life. We just ready to get into it. So it's always fun when you join the show, Lizzo, because you always bring us new music. You got Still Bad. Tell us how that came together. Like, where were you when you got the inspiration for this song? He's like, yo, we got to record this.
I was in the studio,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, I want to write a breakup song with the world. And I was like, how do we do that? And my writing partners, my producer Ricky Reed, he was like, it's a country song. So we started off with a country version, like, I don't need this, I need a drink,
Yeah.
You got the right sentiment. I mean, how else can you come up with the line, let's turn this pain into some champagne, baby, if it ain't no country song, okay?
Hey, it's heart
And
and soul into that.
what'd you say?
I said, that's heart and soul into that.
That's heart and soul. So we did that, and then I was like, okay, now let's kick it up a notch. And it turned into the anthem that it is today. But me and the world, we're back on speaking terms. We're off no contact. And I did text him back. The world was like, you up? And I was like, maybe.
Yeah, the world decided to spin the block. He was like, all right, I guess
I
we
mean,
can see
he
what's
spin the
happening.
blizz. I knew he was gonna spin the blizz. I knew he was gonna spin the blizz. It's me.
Of course, of course. So you gave us another baddie anthem, which we're all happy for. We're grateful that you're back with new music. Now in the videos, you're doing some storytelling because you had like love in real life, and then at the end of that shot, you're on top of this car, and then that starts the Still Bad video. How did those videos come together? Did you do them all at the same time, or you did those separate days?
We shot everything in 1 week in Prague. And when I say everything, I mean I flew to London.
Mm-hmm.
I did some meetings there, got food poisoning
Oh no.
from eating the London food. No shit. And then literally flew to Prague the next day with a food poisoning, had 2 days of full choreography for both music videos, fittings, all of that. And then we shot the music videos both back to back.
Wow.
Yep. Shot, press, album cover, all that week with the food virus. Well, what's it called? With food poisoning.
Yeah.
Flew back to America.
Wow. So you was like playing injured. You're like the Michael Jordan flu game.
Listen, it was flu game. Yeah, flu game effort yield flu game results, baby. Okay. Like we were in the middle of the woods in Prague with timber wolves. I'm dancing in heels. It was freezing cold, but it was worth it, baby.
Wow, you put it all on the line for us, and we appreciate it. And something we like to do here on the show, we do social commentary where we check the comment section on social media, which can be dangerous, but
That's bad for your health, Eliott.
we look for the positives and the entertaining ones. So they had some good things to say about your Still Bad video. They were saying stuff like, "We need the full album like yesterday." They said, "Oh, girl, this album better be a visual album because I do have an hour to spare."
Love that.
They said Lizzo's native language is positivity, hope, and joy. So how does that make you feel when you hear your fans reacting to your video like that?
That is my native tongue. It's positivity, joy. It's really nice to hear the positive things because I'll tell you what, the negative voices are so loud. And sometimes it's not as many, but
Hmm.
they're so much louder than a million positive voices. And I think that's what this whole album, Love in Real Life, is about. It is about like identifying the real love in the world and ignoring this fake sense of validation that we have learned to accept from the internet, because the internet will chew you up and spit you out, will love you one day and then hate you the next day, make you feel amazing and then make you feel like shit. So it's really nice to hear from my actual fans and not bots. And yeah, it makes me happy. Like I want to do music videos for every song. Like my dream is to do a visual album, but what I'm saying, that take budget, honey.
Yeah. It
That's
takes budget, it
expensive.
takes time, but if you do it, we'll be here for it.
I have the time.
Okay.
Do we have the budget?
Yeah. We'll get there. We'll get there. Now, something you are about to get into, you're going to be in this new biopic called Rosetta, playing Sister Rosetta Tharpe. If people don't know, who's been called the godmother of rock and roll. What does this role mean to you, and how have you been preparing to take on this role?
This is the role of a lifetime. I grew up listening to rock and roll, and as a black kid listening to rock and roll in Houston, Texas, they was like, girl, that's weird. Like that's not the kind of music that we listen to. But I always felt so connected to rock and roll. And then when I was doing research later on, I saw Sister Rosetta Tharpe get inducted to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and I was like, wait a minute. A black woman made rock and roll? No wonder I love it so much. And I think ever since then, I've been so loud about her and what she's done and her influence. I featured her in my music video for Rumors. My first SNL performance ever, I wanted my guitar player to dress in her iconic coat, and I wanted her strap to say sister, just so her presence could be there. Even if it wasn't me overtly being like, hey, sister, I wanted to honor her in little ways through my career, because I know I would not have a career if it wasn't for her. And after that, my manager was like, we should do this. We should make the movie. And I was like, well, who's going to play her? And he was like, hello. And from then on, it was years and years of producing this and going into rooms and pitching the idea to people who'd never even heard of her, and being like, yo, did you know that she had the first stadium show in America? Like, and people's minds were blown, and we finally found our partners with MGM, and I'm just so excited. This is just the beginning. We have got to bring this story to life, and we have got to educate the people.
Yeah, it's gonna be a learning experience, and I can't wait to see it. It sounds like it's gonna be awesome and gonna be good to see you on the big screen.
Yeah.
But you talk about your love for rock and roll. This isn't, like you said, ain't nothing new. And I even found out that you was gonna start an all girl rock group with SZA. I can't even say the name on the radio, I don't think, without getting fined. You can say it maybe, but talk about how that conversation went and why you guys decided, maybe not now's not the time.
I think it was one of those things that like was just like a group chat conversation that I took to Twitch, and I shouldn't have, because everybody's asking us about it. But like, me, Solana, and also the other person is Kaylani, who I just love Kaylani so much, my Taurus sister. We were just in this group chat, and we were, and Solana was sending tracks, and they were these like rock and roll tracks, and one of them is FNF.
Mm,
Get gotta making you call, get I get it reminded you fall, and I ain't doing much, but I do my best. And I was like, whoa, what is this music? And there was no lyrics or anything on it. And so I
yeah.
was like, this is so sick if we just had like a girl group, a rock band that just made like Disney rock from the early 2000s.
I mean, it'd be awesome.
It never left the group chat.
Dang, that's
A girl
unfortunate.
can dream.
Yeah, maybe one day down the road, but
Listen, we got FNF because of it. So
yeah, and we love that. So we appreciate it. And before you get out of here, we love to see your friendship with like SZA. I feel like it's hard to have friends, especially as an adult, and especially when you're an entertainer in the industry, to form genuine connections. But what do you think it takes to make, like a good friendship these days?
Eliott, we don't have enough time.
I know the quick version, the
I
quick version.
honestly, when I write my book, honey, oof,
Mhm.
I don't have as many friends. I don't have that many friends anymore. And
Mhm.
I think a lot of people fall away. And I think you have to let them fall, let them go. I think my issue was I held on to relationships that were toxic because I loved them, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, no, like I can take it." Like, if you cuss me out, or if you're like rude to me or verbally abusive, or if you talk shit about me behind my back, it's fine. I love you. I accept you. And I used to like chase and pursue those relationships, and they were like hurting me.
Mm.
Didn't even realize it, and I didn't realize how much it was until I stopped chasing them, and when they hurt me or left, I just let them go. and I
Yeah.
feel so much lighter and so much happier. I think don't force it. You will find the right people who you need in your life at the right time. Let them come to you. People who
There
make
you
you
go.
feel safe, people who make you feel supported, and people who make you feel loved. You don't need, I'd rather have no friends and a bunch of wicked friends who don't
Yeah,
have the best interest in mind. Trust me, I
absolutely.
both.
Thank you so much, Lizzo. You always give us words of wisdom when you stop by the show. We can't wait to see this new album and see everything you're getting into. And we wish you nothing but good luck and all the success. So thank you so much.
Bye. Thanks for having me.
Thank you. Thanks, everybody.